If you've clicked on this video, I'm going to assume that you are looking for ways to spice up your Instagram. So I am going to show you exactly how to do that by making your Instagram posts look like scrapbook pages. The first step, of course, is to take the photos. So you might want to use photos that you've taken already. Maybe you've recently been on a day out, maybe you've taken some photos recently, or you might want to do an at-home photo shoot, which is always fun. I went to Sea Life last week, so I'm going to use photos from then to show you. So you may have chosen one photo, or you might put multiple photos together to do a collage. If you've chosen one photo, all well and good, but if you haven't, it is time to put them together. So I am on Pixar now, and I'm just picking the photos that I am going to use. Everyone I've seen that's done this sort of thing, I know they use Procreate, but I'm not an Apple user, you might not be, and I feel like Pixar is a little bit more accessible to everyone as it does offer free features. I am going to choose Collage Freestyle. If you've got one photo, then that's all well and good, but I've got multiple, so need to fit them on somehow. And I'm going to go through the pictures that I want, maybe that one as well. So I've got 8 photos, and there is a limit of 10. That's the only thing with Pixar, there's a limit of 10 items, but I'm not going to use all of these. I'm going to just see what works and what doesn't. You can change the background. Honestly, I just encourage you to play around with all the different things you can do. Yeah, I'm just playing around with the photos. I don't really like it, I'm going to be honest. So let's try and play around a bit. There we go. I feel like that's a little bit better. What do you think? So the next step is what's really going to allow you to get creative. You can start adding stickers, overlays, anything you like. You might want to add borders, newspaper cutout letters, stickers, frames, general overlays, text, washi tape, stickers maybe. You could use all sorts of things really, and this is really your time to get creative. I am going to add another photo, and it's going to be a screenshot of where I went. Yeah, there we go. And I'm just going to crop this so it's sort of like that. Right, and then I can just sit around a bit. I'm going to reduce the opacity. Like it can go somewhere like here, for example. So yeah, I'm just going to mess around with how it looks. I'm going to add some more stickers. There is a limit of 10 items on Pixar, so you might want to export and then redo it as one photo and add stuff. That's one way to get around it. Please try and avoid doing this though, as it will reduce your image quality. The more times you save a photo, the more its quality gets reduced. Okay, I think that looks a bit better. I'm going to add a border to this. Might make it look like a Polaroid photo. You could literally do anything you want. And Nemo's got his own little frame there. Go to their other app called Color, and this allows you to draw on stuff. I use this app for my thumbnails a lot. It's not the best app out there, but it does give you some flexibility. Open Color and add in the photo that we just made, and then I'm going to add a blank layer. And then this is the layer that you draw on. So I'm just going to make the brush size. I normally go for like a 6 or something. And I do like to use as many layers as I can, because then it just means you have more flexibility with doing what you want. So I've got the arrow on one, and then I'm going to add another layer, blank again. And I like to use a different layer for each word, so then I can like manipulate them separately. So like, as you can see, they're quite different sizing. I'm not very good with keeping my handwriting consistent, so I can just use transform and I can make them the size that I want. And I like to zoom in as much as I can. I find this is the easiest way for me to get handwriting that I actually don't mind. Yeah, we can do something like that. And then once you're happy with it, you can merge the two so then that's together, and then we can move that like this, and then we can also make it a little bit bigger. I think that's a bit better, more readable. And I think this is what makes it more like a scrapbook, because you can get to annotate it. So blank, I'm going to put like Sharkies. And then here I'm going to write something silly like we found Nemo. See, like, this is what I mean. I should have done that into 2 layers because found Nemo is too close together. So I'm just going to clean that. And this is all like trial and error. I'm not going to lie, it takes a long time. I'm now drawing some fishies. I'm going to make a new layer and do some more. These ones, I'm going to copy them into a new layer and then transform. There we go. And then a copy again, transform. And there we go. And then we have a population of fishies. Just play around with that. How cute is this? Okay, so I'm going to save that. Yeah, and then just do whatever edits you normally do. I'm going to do some edits to mine. I think I don't know what edits I normally do to my photos. I think it's mostly the white balance and the tones that I want to correct, because I don't want my jacket to be super bright. Okay. I think that's enough editing. I don't like to do too much editing to my photos, and now it's time to post. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like more photo ideas, you can watch either of these videos my sister and I put together a while ago.